Weird News Weekly with Ben and Reid.
Reid, we're talking about a barbershop who's giving you somewhat of a, for lack of a better term, a gourmet shave.
Like a hipster shave.
Yeah.
It's a bit hipster to the extreme. This story comes from Montreal, Canada, of all places.
Okay.
There's a barbershop who are charging customers $1,000, not just for a regular cut, they're charging $1,000 so they can use a gold razor on your face and also put gold flecks in the shaving cream and use that to shave all your face, for giving you a sort of a really gold feel. I don't know what that would be like, but I can only imagine.
Wait, so
and not only that,
you've got the gold shaver. Are the blades actually gold? Or are they just normal, like, titanium razor blades?
No, normal titanium razors are the same, but the razor itself is gold. And then after all that process is done, they then somehow blunt the razor, turn that into a necklace, and there's your memento as you leave. So not only do you feel like $1,000 walking out of the store, you've also got your little memento to remember that you did pay a really ridiculous amount of money so you could have some guy shave your face with gold flecks in it.
Yeah, so rather than you can have your cake and eat it too, you can have your shave and wear it too.
Oh, exactly right. Wow. But the idea for where this idea came from, it's just so bizarre. I didn't pick it because I thought, what? I had to read it again. The owner who goes by the name of Corey Shapiro, he came up with the idea whilst eating sushi.
Oh, right.
I know. Well, how do you do that? How does sushi come into the mix?
That raw fish, it's brain food, I tell you.
Well, side note, I do not like sushi. I don't know what the fascination is with sushi. I do not like it.
I don't get it either.
Back to the story. So he was having sushi one time and he thought, what would because he has gold flecks in his sushi. Because apparently that's what he does. So he thought, what if we put that into my shaving cream and see if that'll work?
Okay.
Apparently they tried it. They've been doing it ever since. Now this has been happening since November 2014. Okay. I don't know if this is a big success rate, but since November 2014, 14 customers have since tried the initiative. Now, that comes up to about $14,000, obviously. So $1,000 for every shave, 14 customers, $14,000. Will that be a success in your books? I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but 14 customers since November 2014. It's now September 2016. I don't know if that's a success or not. I don't think it is.
I would say probably not a success. If this is a Canadian thing that's going on here, I would say that the only true success they're going to get is if, like, the Toronto Raptors win, like, an NBA championship or something, and they all go out and celebrate with gold shaves. And then, he makes a lot of money from that.
Well, no, gangsters are very much into the gold necklaces, so maybe that's his potential market. So, he should be targeting whatever rappers are doing the rounds these days and target them. So
they've got all the Canadian gangster underbelly.
Maybe there is a thing as such as the gangster underbelly of Canada. Who knows? But I mean, for everything I read and everything I see on TV shows, the Canadians are lovely people. So I can't imagine they've got any rappers who wear gangster rapper chains and do this sort of nonsense. But look, good on this bloke for doing it. His partner, they apparently are known for a phrase. This is what Corey Shapiro, the owner, says about himself and his business partner who have the same idea. They say, "We are notorious for going all the way," okay? Because the name of their barbershop is Notorious.
Right.
So the name Notorious refers to going all the way. So apparently when it comes to being in a barbershop, they like to go all the way. Now that could be interpreted in many different ways, which we should not go on to this program. But the fact is, I just like that he got that initiative about himself. Yes, I'm going to have a gold necklace and I'm going to give you a gold shave. I mean, mate, I very rarely use shavers on my own. I mean, look at myself at the moment. It's been about 3-4 weeks since I've actually had a shave. And this little monstrosity I've got on my little chin here, that's probably about 6 months I haven't shaved that. Just for laziness.
Even just looking at myself here, I haven't shaved since Monday. And you can barely see a thing. So it's working out pretty good for me because I can't grow facial hair.
Thank you, Family Jeans, for giving me facial hair every day. I sometimes have to shave 2 days when I was shaving every day. Could you imagine shaving every day twice? I hate it. That's why I don't shave anymore. I just got sick of it. Got stuff this. I'm so lazy. I'm not going to shave at all.
At least if you ever went bald, you'd have the tough guy beard there for years and years.
Oh yeah. This ain't ever going away.
Yeah.
I do worry though about going bald because I don't think it would suit me.
Well, is there any hereditary baldness in your family?
I have asked that question of my mother. I trust you. There is no such thing. And I've asked my dad. No, not on his side. So I reckon I'm good to go.
Well, because it comes from your mum's side more than it does your dad's side. So I'm kind of lucky in a way because my dad is like bald as a cue ball. And on my mum's side, everyone's hair kind of thinned out a little bit, but it wasn't completely bald. So I don't think I'm going to go fully bald. Like, obviously, anyone who's watching the video right now, if I leave my head down, you can see the light shining on my head. I don't have the thickest hair in the world, but I don't think it's going to get much worse than it is right now, thankfully.
Well, you're lucky you work in a very cold climate in Ballarat. You can always get away with wearing a hat or a beanie, and that's just how you get away with it. But thank goodness I don't have to worry about any of that nonsense because I have a full head of hair.
Hey, funnily enough about this whole barbershop shaving thing, this is not the only barbershop story that's popped up this week. Apparently, feminists are outraging over a barbershop here in Australia that is only letting men inside their store.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Really?
Because it's this whole tradition that they have dating back years and years and years with the with the chain of barbershop that they're actually involved in. This particular barbershop lets women come into the store to drop off their sons, drop off their husband, blah, 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 whatever, but they can't stay in the store whilst the service is being offered to the person who's having their hair cut or their shave done. Because apparently it's seen as something that it can cause stress on the male to be sitting there having his hair or his beard groomed and having his other half saying, oh no, don't do it like that. No, don't do it like this. This bit's got... So they say, no, you have to go and do your shopping, go and have a coffee or something like that and then come back and get him after he's done. We don't allow women in the store.
Actually, I reckon I can understand that. I mean, just listening to my parents talk, usually they'll be out at a cafe and mum's saying, oh, Lance, what are you doing? I said a cappuccino, not a latte. I can imagine that sort of mentality at a barbershop wouldn't go too well. So on that point, I could understand. But that's a really interesting one, isn't it? The feminist not really liking it. The one thing I do have to say about that, though, is I don't really get the whole... I mean, I can understand they still exist, but apparently a lot of people have a lot of issue with female-only gyms. I can understand why they exist, obviously, but apparently someone was looking into it a few months ago that it's actually illegal to be owning one female-only type of place. Like males, like this store you've just brought us. Gender, that's the word I'm looking for, Reid, gender. One gender-only business. So maybe they might not exist anymore. Who knows? But the one about the barbershop, I find that really interesting.
Well, the guy who owns this barbershop was actually being interviewed on Sunrise this morning, which is one of our morning show programs that we have here in Australia. And he basically said, look, I don't see a problem with us not allowing women into the store. I mean, we're asking guys to come here and have a male grooming experience. This isn't just getting a haircut or getting a shave. This is an experience. Just like when women go and get their nails done, they have an experience in the nail salon, and that's targeted towards women. We're targeting something towards guys, so we don't want women in the store. And that's just flat out as plain as simple as it is.
I don't know. I reckon I could do with a manicure myself. I need to get my nails are all over the place at the moment, so I might be getting that done soon. Okay.
No worries. Let us know how that one goes.
I said I might. I wouldn't say I do, but I might.
Final thoughts though, Reid, on the golden shave. Would you ever think about getting one?
Why not? I mean, whatever monstrosity this whole thing is, I'm sure it can't make it any worse. So why not? If it makes it better. But geez, $1,000 just to have a gold necklace and gold shaving cream. I don't know.
So the day that Reid wins Tats Lotto and he can fly himself to Canada and also just fork out $1,000 like it's chump change to get a shave, I'm sure you'll be over there getting it done.
but only in that instance. That is the only time.
Get Reid a lottery ticket, ladies and gentlemen.
Do it now.
More details on this story you can find right now at Weird News Weekly on Twitter, weirdnewsweekly.tumblr.com. Leave us your voicemails right there as well and get involved with the show.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to rate and review the show on iTunes and follow on Twitter and Tumblr for more details on the covered stories. Just search Weird News Weekly. You can also be part of the show and give us your opinions on a story by sending a voicemail via the SpeakPipe app, or just click the voicemail link on the Tumblr page. Spoken by Sarah D and sped up like this because we like the way it sounds on the government ads.
I got a burp coming.
Oh my goodness.
Are we seriously delusional this week?
I think we might be.
I feel like we're both out of it completely.
I know I am, so maybe that's why. Maybe we're better at the same time.
You're not feeling well, and I've just had a full day at work, and we're both just like,